Alcoa, the Aluminum Company of America, was started in the late 1800s when the founder developed the process to mass produce aluminum. The challenge was back in the late 1800s, there was no demand for aluminum. So they had this metal, but there was no way to sell it. So they went to work to find a market for their product, and they stumbled into making an aluminum tea kettle. And within a few years, early 1900s, they had a line of aluminum cookware. And the name of that company was a subsidiary of Alcoa, because Alcoa was making aluminum and selling it to a subsidiary company by the name of Wherever to make aluminum cookware. And that product was sold through direct sales. Alcoa was actually one of the first companies to get into direct sales. As we roll into the 1930s, 1940s, one of the things that the sales reps were bringing back was they would go in the home, they'd set up the cookware, and they'd do a demo. And what they were finding was in these dinner parties, people didn't have good knives. And Alcoa realized that there was an opportunity, there was a market for cutlery. They knew enough that they didn't know anything about cutlery, so they had to find somebody to work with. And Case Cutlery was the known cutlery company of the time, and they reached out to them. Case was interested in the conversation. They produced some prototypes, and the prototypes sold really well. Through the conversations there, Case realized that they didn't have the capacity to produce a product for Alcoa and Wherever. So they decided that they needed to build a separate manufacturing to make the product. And they chose only in New York. And the name of the initial product was Cutco, which was an acronym of Cooking Utensil Company, which was actually the name of the Wherever company before they changed it to Wherever. They eventually changed the name of the company to match the brand. Here we are, a direct byproduct of how that company was started, and still basically doing the same things that we were built to do. Make a Cutco product, sell it through direct sales.